Hey guys, Ernie here, medical exercise specialist and certified personal trainer from erniesfitnessworld.com. 1 week removed from my shoulder surgery, so I'm still in a sling, doing really well, and I'm itching to get back to work, so I'm going to get my friend Gord Waddell here, the owner of United Family Martial Arts on Dundurn Street South in Hamilton. He's going to help me to demonstrate 3 moves that can help you build up strength and stability throughout the core, the abdominals, the lower back, and the glute muscles. The first exercise we're going to do is one that's great for stabilizing the muscles through the lower back, the glutes, and also the upper back and around the shoulder blade area. It's called the bird dog. So Gord is down on all fours, so down on the hands and knees. Really important is that you keep a neutral spine so his hips are not dropping down, his bum is not up in the air. The same thing applies to the neck. You want to keep the neck relaxed, so drop your chin down just a touch. So this exercise here, it challenges coordination and balance a little bit as well. Gord's going to raise up his right arm and left leg at the same time for about 1 second and then back down. Switch to the opposite arm and leg, then back down. Repeat. Awesome. So Gord's going to do this about 10 repetitions. I recommend starting with 3 sets of 10 until you get pretty good at it. A variation, one way to make it more challenging is that Gord's going to lift up his right arm and left leg and hold. So you can hold this for 5 to 10 seconds. So it requires you to be able to stabilize and to balance yourself for a little bit longer. Go back down and then switch sides. Excellent. So that would be a variation to make it a little bit more challenging. The second core exercise that Gord's going to do for us here is called a modified abdominal plank. So now we're going to work specifically on the abdominals, the muscles around the front of the stomach. The easiest variation is from the knees and the forearms. You're going to feel the muscles tighten up through the core here, through the abs. If you're brand new, you've never done this before, this is a good place to start. The key is to make sure that the shoulders are directly in line, move forward a bit. Directly in line over the elbows. Okay, straight line down, and then the knees to the hips should be about a 45-degree angle. Okay, so you're going to hold for about 20 to 30 seconds. Never ever hold your breath when you're doing these moves. And if you do have high blood pressure, then these kind of exercises definitely something you want to talk to your doctor about, because if you are doing a move that you're holding isometrically, meaning there's no movement, there's a chance that your blood pressure will rise. Okay? So to make this one more challenging, you're going to come up on your toes. So now Gord's holding from his forearms and his toes. Super critical here is that the lower back stays neutral, his bum is not up in the air, his pelvis and hips not dropping down. So you're going to hold in this position again. That's the second variation. The third one is to come right up to the hands. And again, make sure that your shoulders are directly in line with your wrists, neutral spine, neutral neck, breathing all the time. Okay, so here's a great exercise that you can do to follow up the bird dog. 3 sets, 20 to 30 seconds, build up to as much as a minute. And a variation on this one, here's a bonus variation, I guess, is to move every 10 seconds from your hands down to your forearms. Hold for 10 seconds, and back up to your hands. And that's a great way to make that one a little bit more challenging. Okay, the final exercise here is going to be down on the lower back. Gord's feet are flat on the ground, his legs are bent, hands are down at his side, head is on the ground for stability, and he's going to push up with the hips, so you're pushing up towards the sky and back down. So same as with the bird dog, you're going to come up and pause for about a second for each repetition, up and down, squeezing the muscles through the butt, and using your hamstrings slightly back down. So just like in the bird dog, the variation is that we can push up and then hold for 5 to 10 seconds. Now you're squeezing the butt. It sounds funny, but squeezing the glute muscles in the back. Always breathing, keep on breathing. Okay, and a final variation, something that's a really advanced exercise, is one leg on the ground, the other leg bent. This leg is going to be straight up the side, hands down. I'm surprising Gord with this one so we can see how he does here. So you're pushing up with one leg at a time. So this leg sticks up in the air, pushing up and back down. So now you're doing the same movement, but you're lifting all of the weight with one leg. Good stuff. The leg that's holding up in the air, this one here that's floating, Gord's doing it perfect. It should be a perfect line from the bent leg and the straight leg. It shouldn't be flying up and down. That's going to create momentum. Okay, so you would do your 10, 15 repetitions on one side, then do the other. So, awesome core routine if you've got back pain, if you're trying to avoid having back pain. The bird dog with the variations, the plank with variations, and then the hip bridge. Okay, so Ernie Schromeyer Fitness, check me out online at erniesfitnessworld.com. Follow me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter. Mr. Gord Waddell from United Family Martial Arts on Glenderran Street South. Have a great day.